Well, this is section 1.10, and it has to do with distance, rate, and time. So we'll make a chart to that effect, and we know that rate times time, if the rate doesn't change, equals distance. And so A is 100 miles from B. An automobile at A starts for B at the rate of 20 miles an hour. At the same time, that automobile at B starts for A at the rate of 30 miles an hour. Now, will you agree that the combined amount of ground, or the combined rate at which distance is being covered, is going to be 50 miles an hour because these two vehicles are headed towards each other? And then what we don't know, let's see, at the rate of, how long will it be before the automobiles meet? Well, I don't know, so we'll call it T. But the total distance they're going to cover is 100 miles. So the combined rate of speed is 50 miles an hour. And so we've got 50 times t, the time, rate times time equals distance of 100. Now we just have to isolate t, and we'll have the time it takes for those two automobiles to meet. So we'll multiply by the reciprocal of 50, which is 1 over 50. Multiply both sides by that. The 50s divide out, and we get t equals, and 50 goes into 100 twice. So we're talking about 2 hours. Now, we have another one of these. And here it is, and we'll do the distance, rate, time formula. So rate times time equals distance. And this time, two automobiles are 416 miles apart. Well, let's call these A, B, and A plus B. And they start at the same time to travel towards each other. They travel at rates differing by 6 miles per hour. So if A travels at r miles an hour, then B travels at r plus 6. So there's a difference of 6 miles an hour there. And when we add these rates up, we get 2r plus 6. Now, they travel at rates differing by 6 miles an hour if they meet after 8 hours. So the time is 8 hours, and the distance is 416. So rate times time equals distance. That means 8 times the rate, which is 2r plus 6, equals 416 miles. Now we have to isolate the term with r in it. Well, we've got two factors here, and r is in this factor, so we've got to get rid of this 8. So we'll multiply by the reciprocal of 8, which is 1 over 8, multiplying both sides by that. And the 8's divide out, and we get 2r plus 6 equals, and 8 into 416 is 52. 8 goes into 41 5 times, 1 left over. 8 goes into 16 twice. Now we'll isolate the term with r in it by subtracting 6 from both sides. So subtracting 6 from this side, we just have 2r remaining. Subtracting 6 from 52, 52 minus 6. So 2r equals 46. Now, multiplying both sides by the reciprocal of 2, which is 1/2. And the 2's divide out, and we get r equals, and half of 46 is 23. 23 and r plus 6 equals 29. So the two rates of speed, isn't that what we're looking for? Find the rate of each. So A is traveling at a rate of 23 miles an hour. B is traveling at a rate of 29 miles an hour. And we're done.